MAGA Republican Matt Gaetz has basically told Kevin McCarthy that he's going to get rid of him. And at the same time has also announced he would like to run for the governor of Florida here in 2026 or 28, whatever the 2 year, I can't remember, it's 26 or 28, because Ron DeSantis is going to be timed out. This is his last time he's going to be able to be governor. So, yeah, there's going to be a need for a new GOP governor, and Matt Gaetz has decided to throw his hat into the ring. Matt Gaetz, who is in a majority in the Congress, they can't seem to get defense bills passed. That Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz, who agrees with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Bobo and Jim Jordan. That Matt Gaetz, the Freedom Caucus Matt Gaetz. Does anyone think it's a horrible idea for someone who went to the former president to ask for a pardon to be in control of an entire state? I think it's a problem. What about the underage girls that he went from state to state with, interstate travel with underage girls? Do you think that's a problem? Teacher, I think it's a problem. I cannot stress how important this next election is. There's a woman running against Matt Gaetz in the 1st District. Democrats, if you have the money, and I certainly don't, so I'm going to talk. If you have the money to support anyone running at Matt Gaetz, do it. But we also have to spend the money where it really matters as well. In the state of Missouri, there are 33 state seats in their Senate that are running unopposed GOP. Why is the Democratic Party not making it painful in those red states for the GOP to continue with their supermajority? Let's spend the money and see if we can turn a couple of these red states purplish, just enough to really screw with the GOP's plan for 2025. We need to get not just a little majority, we need to get a solid majority in the Congress. We need to get a real majority in the Senate, which is over 60, so that we can push forth legislation that will change the way we are. We need to have anti-book legislation as a constitutional amendment. We need to have the Equal Rights Amendment as a constitutional amendment, and we need to have the 28th Amendment as a constitutional amendment, and we need to ram that through along with Medicaid for all. That is what the GOP cannot defeat. You put those 4 things together and there will not be a successful GOP run in the next 30 years. If no one has to pay the $2,000 or $3,000 every one of us has to pay a year for insurance, how much is that going to really pressure not having medical insurance? I pay $120 a month. My girlfriend pays almost $500. Like, it's insane. How much of that is just being wasted that can be done with taxes? In order to pay for it, oh no, Christian conservatives, Republicans, how will we pay for it? Simple. We repeal the 2017 tax cut, we repeal the Bush tax cut, and we return to pre-Ronald Reagan tax rates for corporations. It was 90% in 1980 when Ronald Reagan took over. He reduced it, took money away from Social Security, and screwed us with our pants on. So I think that we should run intelligently, Medicare for all. 28th Amendment, we have to stop, 50,000 children died from gun violence? You don't think that's important? Please vote true and vote blue.